What's up, Sassy Friends? It's your girl Sassy J, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back, guys. Obviously, this is the episode we've been waiting for. And to be honest, it wasn't as explosive as I thought it could be. I'm gonna be honest, but it was still a good episode. Now, actually, before I say anything, guys, if you haven't yet thumbs up the video, please go ahead and thumbs up the video. And if you're new to the channel, welcome, please subscribe. And also a shout out to all my new subscribers. But you don't know, big up to my OGs. I love you guys. Thank you guys for rocking with me. But anyways, guys, let's go straight into it. So I'm going to be honest, right? I'm going to be honest. I don't think, the girls were saying that Catherine was saying, was it Catherine? Or Kaz was saying to Elma, I think it was Kaz, she was basically saying the fact that Ronnie literally is going straight towards Harriet means that he faked everything with Elma. I don't necessarily agree with that. I don't think so. Okay, here's the thing. It's different when there's feelings involved, right? Let's play devil's advocate here. Ronnie is in love with Harriet, right? So if you have your ex, right, that you're in love with, right, comes into a villa, it's more than likely that your head is going to be all over the place, especially when you still want to be with that person, right? It does not mean that the person that you was trying to get to know prior to your ex coming in the villa, that you faked it or you didn't like them. It's just a difference, because I know there's only one ex that I've ever dated that I would go back to, just that one. And I'm not going to lie, even if I was to just meet somebody right now and that person walks into the room, they start to show, because there's something about that person that just makes my heart go boom, boom, boom. Do you know what I'm saying? But it does not mean that whosoever I was trying to get to know or whatever, it doesn't mean that it's not real. It's just not that. And I don't think that it's as black and white as the girls are trying to make it. Now, what I will say, though, is that I do think that Ronnie should have initially at that point, and I do understand he didn't want to say it so quick to Elma, but I feel like he should have just said to her, listen, right away, listen, my head's crazy. And I know he did it the following day, but I felt like he should have just done it that same night, because him making the coffee for Harriet and saying Flopsy, of course everybody's going to know who it's from. So him making it was just, it will come across disrespectful. It will be hurtful towards Elma. Do you see what I'm saying? So, and it's basically saying that I want Harriet, not you. So for me, I felt like he should have just used his words, on that same night and say, listen, Harriet came in, I like you, and I have liked you, and, all I felt towards you was actually true. These are true feelings. However, I'm in love with Harriet. You see what I'm saying? And seeing her, it changed everything for me. And I just want to be with her. I think if he had said that, yes, the episode would have been even more spicier, because it would have been going down. But at the same time, I feel like that's what he needed to do. Instead of saying, I still want to get to know you, my head is spun, and then I'll make a decision tomorrow. I feel like he should have, even before he made the coffee, I would have made 2 coffees, right? Until I get a chance to speak to Elma. I would have done that, because you making the one, it's just saying, that's who you want, without actually saying it verbally. Do you know what I'm saying? But anyways, obviously we see where things could have gotten a little bit heated between Harriet and Ronnie, because Ronnie was a little bit peed off because his conversation with Elma, and Elma told him, like, obviously, you've asked Harriet. Harriet said that you've asked her 3 times to be her, for her to be your girlfriend, and she turned you down. And obviously he was upset about that. So he goes over to Harriet and say, listen, why have you said that to her? Like, do you know what I'm saying? And Harriet explained to him, like, listen, it's because you said and you told all the girls that what happened between us was a showmance. And I didn't say it like that, but, I'm just giving a point to basically say, if it was a showmance, why would you ask me to be your girlfriend? Which makes sense. Now, I am going to be honest. I don't remember him saying that him and Harriet was a showmance. I can't remember that. But what I will do is I will go and watch that episode again. I will, after I do this review, and I will tell you in tomorrow's video. Now, I feel like, right, I do feel like Nah, no. I was gonna say that I felt like he did say that, but what I remembered is the what's it called? The Marcel and Gabby situation where Gabby said, because they were at the fire pit, so I'm wondering, did they mix this up? Because when they was at the fire pit and Gabby said that the girl that Marcel cheated with told her that Marcel said that their romance was a showman's. So for me, I'm wondering, did they mix that up? Did Ronnie actually say that? But the only way to know is for us to go over and roll the tape, because I do remember that he was trying to get with Liv. And I do remember Liv saying to him, why did you try to get with me when you were in a relationship? And he said, we weren't in a relationship at that time. Now, I remember also with the conversation when Liv was saying that he said that they weren't together. And it's almost like they were maybe he didn't use the word showmans, but I think he was trying to say that they weren't together, but it's like his publicist, they didn't want to put it out yet. I think that's how it came across. I remember something like that, but I don't remember him saying showmans as such. Same difference, some people would say, but I don't remember him actually saying the words. But I'm gonna watch it over. But anyways, so we had a recouple. Well, not say a recouple, more like a steal. And Marcel and Harriet had to choose somebody to recouple with. Now, here my thing is, I know Harriet chose Ron because she didn't want to go straight to Ronnie. We all know that she wanted to choose Ronnie. Here's the thing, Harriet will always go back to Ronnie because Harriet has feelings for Ronnie. And it seems Ronnie has feelings for Harriet. So for me, she should have just gone straight in and chose Ronnie, because this is now going to give Ron false hope that something could happen when we all know it will never happen. So for me, as much as I would want her to, like, you know, let him work for it, because I think she should let him work for it. And even if they're coupled up, he can still work for it. Do you know what I'm saying? But for me, it's really obvious that she's going to take him back. It was always obvious that she was going to take him back. Do you know what I'm saying? So I just think instead of pretending and waste time or putting up a front and choosing Ron, just go straight to Ronnie. Do you know what I'm saying? What I was surprised though, because Ronnie, obviously, you could tell that he was really pissed off when she chose Ron. He was like, no. Do you know what I'm saying? But I think he wanted to show her, listen, I am serious about this. I am serious about you. So he went away and then he came back. I guess he just gathered his thoughts, came back, and he's saying to her, listen, I want you. You are the one I want. Do you know what I'm saying? So what she does with this information, God knows. We all know what she's going to do. We all know what she's going to do. You know what I'm saying? She's going to take him back. And you know what? Take him back. I just think she should take him back, because at the end of the day, they're going to do it eventually. You might as well do it now and get it over and done with. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm okay with that. What I will say though, like this whole thing with the showboat or showman's relationship or whatever, Ekin-Su getting involved 100-fold and she wasn't even there. I was just like, Ekin-Su. Because when she was talking, I'm like, was Ekin-Su even there? Because I could have sworn that was on day one. That was the first episode. I'm like, was she there yet? She wasn't there yet, was she? And I'm like, no, because this was before they recoupled. It's before they coupled up, I should say. So she wasn't even there yet. So I just laughed when Lucas said, like, Ekin, you weren't even there. And she realized and she started laughing. Because I'm just like, why are you the one, you know, up there, standing up, getting involved, saying it out with your chest as if you were right there in the midst and you weren't even there? You know what I'm saying? Ekin-Su needs to be careful, because I feel like with this season, she gets so involved in other people's business that this could backfire on her. Now, I do not want her to ruin, you know, the kind of memory that we have of her or the position that she's currently in, because at the end of the day, if you push the boat, rock the boat too much, you know, the public they will chip and turn and they will be like, oh, we're tired of you now. You know what I'm saying? We're tired of you. But anyways, while we're on Ekin-Su, let's talk about the conversation with Ekin-Su and Curtis. Now, for me, I completely get why Curtis was saying, you know, I haven't kissed this one yet. It's basically he was trying to say is, okay, this is not Ekin-Su. This is not my girl. This is not Ekin-Su. I feel like that's the way that he intended it to be. And I feel like that's what he was saying. I don't understand why... Excuse me, do not do that. Sorry guys, I don't know what happened there. I do not understand why Ekin-Su was annoyed by that. I feel like if she's saying she's annoyed by the kiss and that he went, you know, OTT, I will hold on to that and say, you know what, at the end of the day, it's a kissing game, but maybe she felt that he went OTT and that's her feelings and it's valid, you know, because it is what it is. Because he could have held back. She could as well, but, you know, he could have held back. However, the fact that she was saying that she was upset about that bit and it made her felt a certain way, I'm just like, I just don't see it. I don't know, guys. Comment down below, let me know what you think about that, because I honestly, I don't think that that was a big deal, and I don't think that it warrants her being so annoyed and also disrespecting him in front of the girls. I don't think so either, and I feel like Ekin-Su knew that her actions with the whole touchy-feely annoyed Curtis, and I feel like as a typical woman thing to do, we decided, okay, well, I'm gonna pretend to be upset. So, you know, if I'm upset and he's upset, then I'm gonna pretend to be upset, and then I'm gonna play it that way. I think that's what she was doing. Now, with her saying, you know, because of how you were kissing, I felt hurt, so I decided, okay, well, if you're doing that, I can do that too. Tit for tat is never a good thing in a relationship. Let me just tell you this right now. And for me, that's one of the biggest red flags. If I was literally trying to get to know somebody and I did something and I didn't realize that I did something that offended you or it was wrong, right? Regardless, and this doesn't even have to be in a relationship, but the moment you tell me or I suspect that you did something purely because I did something that I didn't know that hurt you, and you decided instead of speaking with me about this, you decide to do tit for tat, we're not going to go any further. Relationship wise, we're not going any further, because that shows me how you are, how you deal with situations, and that is very immature. I like communication. You see what I'm saying? So the fact that you chose tit for tat over communication, we wouldn't work. So for me, that's what it is. So that made her sound even worse in my eyes, but I don't know. But Curtis, in the end, decided, you know what, he needed his space and he's going to sleep outside. Obviously, Ekin-Su was not happy about this, but I guess when he explained it, she understood it a bit more. Do you know what I'm saying? So they've resolved their issues and it is what it is. Now, let's talk about Montel, because I really thought that Montel was going to choose Catherine. Before he even finished his speech, I was like, why is it some of these guys, because which other guy did it? I can't remember. You're going to choose somebody and you're going to say, I'm open. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm open. I think it was, what's that guy that was coupled up with Mimi? Josh, the one that we like. We like Josh still. I still like him. I feel like, you know, when he made that speech, I thought to myself, he's definitely going to choose Catherine, right? But then when he said that, I'm just like, but why are you going to say that when you're going to choose somebody? You're not thinking about how the person that you're choosing is going to feel. You don't necessarily have to say this in front of everybody. You can explain that to the person once you've chosen them and say, listen, I'm open still. You don't need to do all of that. I just felt like that was just, for me, it's just silly. It's just not needed. It's unnecessary. But I was actually surprised that he chose Kaz, because the way he was saying, you know, I've wanted to know this person for a while. And we've watched a conversation where he's saying to Catherine, like, you know, he's liked her. And he's even said it, like, you know, in that little room by himself, like he wanted to get to know her before and it didn't work out. So now it's an opportunity. And I wasn't the only one that was thinking it. I'm sure Catherine was thinking it. And I'm sure Elma was thinking it. And I'm sure Grace was thinking it, because Grace, I think, was the one that said to her, like, I thought that he was going to choose you. Do you know what I'm saying? But obviously, you know, he went for Kaz. I don't know. I feel a little bit sad for Catherine, because I feel like this is just another thing that's just going to mess with her self-esteem. Do you know what I'm saying? It's just like, when is somebody going to choose me? But you know what? This is something that we see all the time. You know, when you get black girls going on these shows, it's not a lot. They don't. I think the season with Mimi and stuff, I feel like they put more kind of like men that was into darker skinned girls, etc., etc. I do feel like a lot of times they don't put those kind of men that's in there, and they need to do that. You need to put men in there that will go for any girls or don't care, or that's their type, because at the end of the day, we all have a type. You know what I'm saying? It's fair enough to put Catherine's type in there, but you need to put somebody who sees Catherine as their type. Do you see what I'm saying? But anyways, she obviously got really emotional about it, and she was crying. I think she got a little bit tearful about it, which is, I get it. Like I said, I get it. But, you know, we just never know. He's trying to get to know Kaz now. He might end up thinking, okay, Kaz's personality doesn't match his mine. And then he might realize that, you know, I bond more with Catherine. You just never know how these things will go. Let's see how it goes. I mean, he did say that he liked Catherine. So we'll just have to wait and see. But anyways, guys, can I just say, right? Every time I see Gabby in them little hot pants, all that comes to my mind is, we are the cheeky girls, we are the cheeky girls, you are the cheeky boys, cheeky. That's all that comes to mind. I cannot stop thinking about the cheeky girls. Gabby and them hot pants, they throw me off so much. And I'm not hating, because she got the body for it. I can't, listen, I'm not hating. I want to make it very clear. I'm not hating, because God knows why he makes me a big girl. Listen, God knew that he had to make me fluffy, because if I wasn't fluffy, I said, if I wasn't a chunky girl, if I was not fluffy, do you know what I mean? They probably would have locked me up for indecent exposure, because I would have been wearing some stuff out here in the streets. I don't know. Maybe I would. Maybe I would. Maybe I wouldn't. But I could, it's possible. So I'm not going to knock her for it, because she wear it and she looks good when she wears it. But for me, it throws me. She has the body. I mean, for me, it's like a belt. It's like a belt. It's a hot pants. It's like a belt for me. So it's a little bit too naked. You know what I'm saying? It's a little bit too naked. But she has a perky bum. She has a nice athletic body. So, you know, but all I can think about is cheeky girls. Every single time. When I first saw her walking towards Casey tonight, the first thing I started singing was, we are the cheeky girl. And I started singing it, not even realizing I was singing it. And that's when I realized to myself, oh my God, it's them hot pants. It's them hot pants. They throw me. They throw me, honey. They throw me. Do you know what I'm saying? But anyways, guys, let's see. Today's what? Friday night. So we have to wait till Sunday to know what Harriet decides. We all know, guys. We know, innit? We know it's Harriet. I go for it, Ronnie. Shit. That, you know what I mean? That's her boo. That's her boo thing. That's her bacon and egg sandwich, her bae. You know what I'm saying? She's gonna go for him. I know Elma would love for Harriet to say, no, I'm not interested. But that's just wishful thinking. And I know Elma is hurt, and I completely understand it, because I would be hurt as well. I would be hurt. I feel like to know that somebody's all over you and 1 minute and then it ends, that's really hard to deal with. That's like a rejection that I don't want to experience. It is hard. It really is hard. And I feel like maybe, you know, Ronnie could have dealt with it a little bit better. But at the end of the day, sometimes when feelings, boy, sometimes you make no sense. Love make you act stupid. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I know she wants Harriet. All the other girls are saying, well, maybe it's good if they both don't want him and he's left alone. That's not going to happen. Because Kaz was saying that's what should happen, but it's not going to happen. You know, Elma's saying, oh, I don't want him. I don't want him. Elma, tap tell lie. Tap tell lie, man. I weekend, I saw Sunday. Tap tell lie. Don't do them something there. You want him. And it's okay. You're hurt. Your feelings is hurt, but you still want him. You still want him. This is the man that you almost ended a friendship over. You and Kaz was fighting for this guy. Yes, you're upset. Yes, you might have some serious regret, but that feeling does not go away overnight. Remember, you told me, I love you. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't go away overnight. So she's just hurt, and I get it. It's one of those things. And if she wants to cry about it, or she wants to be upset about it, I think she's in her right to do so, because at the end of the day, she had feelings, right? What I will say though, I'm not seeing 24/7 what happens there. And I've seen some of the conversation. And Ronnie did say, when she had went crazy on him about the whole Tina thing, he did say it feels like she's having more feelings than what he has right now. And that's going to make him run. Now, that was telling you that he's not head over heels with Tina. Do you see what I'm saying? And he's always said, I'm open. He's always said, I want to get to know other people, and I think you should get to know other people, and we're not closed off. He's always said that. So at the same time, I feel like, you know, I don't think anyone should be going at him and like hating at him or whatever, because I feel like he was transparent when it comes to stuff like that. Because if it was my ex that I had feelings for, that I was trying to get back with, and who I felt like, you know, that person is the one for me, or that person is the one I love, then I would not want to put myself in a situation to risk that. So I would automatically shut off all other kind of like love interests if that person was on the same page as me, right? And to be honest with you, I feel like maybe that's his way of thinking. Don't get me wrong, last night when I was in my bed minding my own business after I put up my review, in my thoughts I'm just like, is this something that was planned? Is Ronnie and Harriet actually still in a relationship, but they want to come onto the show, and then obviously they have to fix the storyline a certain way? That did cross my mind. I'm not gonna lie, it crossed my mind. You know what I'm saying? But you know what? I decided, sass, give them the benefit of the doubt. Give them the benefit of the doubts. But anyways, guys, if you've gotten to this part of the video and you haven't yet thumbs up the video, please give the video a thumbs up. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. Please like and subscribe. Guys, the time is coming down to where, you know, I'm going on holiday soon, don't you? Soon. But don't worry, you're gonna still have me for at least another week or so. You know what I'm saying? At least another week or so. But guys, I'm gonna actually have to rely on you guys to tell me what happens in Love Island in the end, because I don't think I'm gonna be here for the whole of it. Do you know what I'm saying? But anyways, let me not ponder about that now, because like I said, you guys still have me for at least another week. Do you know what I'm saying? But anyways, guys, I'm gonna love you and I'm gonna leave you. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for rocking with me. Thank you for supporting me. I appreciate it. But guys, this is me for tonight. I'ma wrap this up and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. But for now, keep it sassy licious.